How's everyone?
You don't stop. Ain't no.
Hello. How's everyone doing tonight? If you are
Amazing.
on Zoom,
Awesome.
you can go ahead
Awesome.
and turn on your cam. All right, just want to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Susan, and I'm very honored and privileged to be you guys' host for tonight. And let me go over the etiquette for tonight. If you guys are in Zooms joining now, you can go ahead and turn on your cam. All right, if your candidate's going through the process, go ahead and change your name. There is a participant. When you click on it, you can change your name, city, and invited by in that particular format, okay? And I would like to, for everyone, if you're joining Zoom, please respect the speaker and everyone else times here. So stay muted unless you're asked to be unmute and interact with the speaker during the 1 hour that we have. If you are working or driving, please do not continue to attend the meeting during that time. It is not safe for you. And again, webcam must be on at all times. If not, tech team will actually remove you from our main session here. If you are in a non-disturbing environment with a bright lighting, and avoid multitasking. So minimize any, movement, leaving your Zoom multiple times, and no eating. Drinking water is fine, but no eating on Zoom, please. And to be considerate of our time limit, we'll not be entertaining any questions during this session. All right, again, if your candidate's going through the process, go ahead and change your name in this format. Name, city, and invited by. I see we have a lot of people starting to join our Zoom for tonight. Once again, I would like to welcome everyone here. If you are the candidate going through the process, you can virtually raise your hand. So on your bottom right corner, there's reaction. When you click on it, you can raise hands. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to do that. And then I haven't seen any hands raised so far. Okay, a few people now. Okay, I see Jenny, Iris, and Savannah. Did I say your name right? Savannah, right? And Iris. All right. Tech, can you help me spotlight these ladies? All right. Anyone else that is the first time candidate going through the process and you're here for first time, your first meeting with us tonight, go ahead and raise your hand. Okay, wow, it's all ladies tonight. What happened to all the guys? Okay. Would Jenny and Iris and Savannah and Maya, right? Would you guys be able to interact with the speakers for tonight? If you're in a non-disturbing environment, yeah, you can go ahead and unmute yourself, right? And you can interact with the speakers. All right, all good. Okay, we'll start in a minute. Okay, we still have more people joining our Zoom for today. Okay. All right. Once again, if you're joining our meeting for the first time today, I would like to welcome everyone, right? I see a lot of beautiful, handsome faces here, first time. Okay. Okay, so again, let me go over etiquette real quick, right? Please change your name into this format, name, city, and invited by. And please minimize any distraction that you might have going on and around the room. I see we have several estates that we have in here, right? So minimize any private conversations you might have, right? And don't disturb your neighbors, okay? And have your webcam on at all times. And we'll not be entertaining any questions that we have during the sessions. All right, and with that, I just want to let you guys know you are definitely in here for a treat. How's everyone's Tuesday night doing so far?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Amazing.
All right. Let me hear some more shout. Is everyone
Hell
okay?
yeah.
Yeah, I know probably some people just got back from spring break, right? So still in spring break mode, right? but welcome back. Welcome to our meeting for today. And Chi is actually has this background in hospitality management and cosmetology. While she was pursuing her bachelor degree, she started her business as well in college. And now her business span across multiple states in America. And it's grew it to a point where she's able to walk away from her job, right? And earn her that financial independence. And now she's a full-time entrepreneur. Following her mentor's footsteps, she's able to coach and mentor other young entrepreneurs to pay it forward to others as well. And with that, she's able to help others to make a difference and an impact in their lives, right? And can I have everyone to unmute yourself and give me a rousing applause? Please help me welcome Chi onto the stage. Woo!
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Susan. Thank you for the awesome host. It's a great introductions. Hello, everyone. My name is Chi, as Susan introduced, and I'll be sharing with you a little bit, about a business concept for tonight. But before that, let me introduce myself. That the name is Chi, and I'm currently live in Virginia. And under Virginia, anybody Virginia here, or mostly California? And I know we have a few new first timer here, and I know some of you in Seattle, Texas. Okay, SoCal, cool. And so is it Jenny, Iris, Savannah, and Maya? Is it okay if I interact with you guys tonight? Right. So why don't you unmute and introduce yourself, Jenny? So you can show to us, of course, your name, who invited you, and what make you interest in business to come to learn more about it today.
Okay, hi, my name is Jenny Shin, and I was invited by Tang Lin, and she reached out to me, talking about what she's working on and just some of the goals that she's had, and I was really inspired by that. And I'm also motivated and determined to learn a lot more, and I just have that hunger for knowledge, and I would love to learn more about your story and just how to achieve that financial freedom.
I see. Well, welcome and good to
Thank
have you
you.
here. Okay, and how about Iris?
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Iris. I'm from Texas. I was invited by Ria Khan, and she reached out to me, and just by her first message, I was like really intrigued by it, and I wanted to learn more. Right. I think this is an opportunity that doesn't come along very often, of course. And then I also, since I don't think I'm very knowledgeable in this field, I definitely wanted to learn more, and also the aspect of like personal development. I wanted to also be able to develop more as my own, as an individual. Yeah.
Okay. Welcome. I hope
Thank
whatever
you.
I'm sharing tonight will add some value to you, and
Yes.
help you to see and bring. How about Maya?
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Maya and I am from SoCal, and I was invited by and I was interested because in the building mindset, and also like Jenny said, the financial freedom. So I was excited. I heard a little bit about your story, so I'm really excited to learn more.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. And how about Savannah?
Hi, my name is Savannah, and I'm from Texas, and I was invited by Charlene. I was interested in learning about business and the process of growing one, and learning all about the aspects. And not only that, but I was also interested in the experience that Charlene has told me about what she went through, and I was intrigued by the program she went under. So that's why I'm here learning.
Okay. Wow. Thank you for all you guys sharing. You guys are, right now you are way ahead than when I was. I guess you guys very young here. Are you guys still in school? Anybody's work yet? Or, are you guys working and going to school, or just working or school full time?
School full time.
Okay, may at school full time. And what school you go to? Is it university or?
Yeah, I go to university.
Okay, and what major you do?
I think I was in psychology, but I think I'm switching to humanities.
Humanity. Okay, okay, okay. How about Savannah?
I plan on double majoring in finance and supply chain management.
Okay. So you just do school full time?
Yes, I do school full time.
Okay, okay. Thank you. And how about Iris?
Yeah, so I'm about to graduate high school this coming May, so I'm planning to major in advertising next year. And
Oh,
I currently also have a part-time job as a server. So
okay. Cool, cool. And how about Jenny?
I also work part-time and I am a full-time student, and I'm majoring in computer science with a specialization in business.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So, you guys, I started at about your age, right? Very, very young. But I'm gonna share a little bit about myself, my background and everything. Because at least, we have to know who is speaking, right? But just a disclaimer, I'm not like a public speaker, or we're not trying to sell you anything here today, but it's just simply a business concept that I found that it worked for me, and I hope to share it with you. But for sure today, if this is your first time seeing the business plan, I'm sure you will have a lot of questions, right? But because in the perspective of time, I won't have enough to answer everybody's questions. So how about if you have any question during my presentation or sharing, write down and get back to the person who invited you so you can get your question answered, right? Because I believe that it's not about the information you're getting, but if all the misconception or confused and stuff like that, I don't want it to happen to you. But it's okay if you see it first time. It take me a few times to understand what am I seeing, right? But just write down, get back to the person who invited you, working with you, and get all your question and answer clear so you can have an opportunity for yourself. If going through the process, you and the person who invited you see that you earned a partnership, that to work together with them. Okay. But when I came to the US, I have a little bit of accent, so I wasn't born here. I came here when I was about 12 years old from Vietnam. A lot of time where did you guys like Jenny, Savannah, Maya, and Iris, did you guys born and raised in the US or in from different country?
I was raised and born here, but my parents came from Korea.
Okay, how about Savannah?
I was born and raised here in Texas.
Okay, how about Maya?
I was born and raised in Canada, and I just came here for school.
Okay, how about Iris?
I was born in Austin, but I moved to Taiwan to live for 5 years before moving back here. So yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So you get an experience of different country,
Yeah.
right? So when I first came to the US, right, I came from Vietnam. I was born and raised there until 12, and then I came here. For us immigrant from our country, we have the picture that America is a land of opportunity, where it's like money roll on tree, right? When you think about America, the first portrait or picture is come in my mind is like a New York City, where it's so like lavish, and Las Vegas, all the fun thing, where I didn't see all the hustle and all the place like ghetto, or all the place where there was not a lot of activity, right? So when I first came here, I was 12. I didn't understand anything about life, school, whatever. I didn't speak a lot of English too. I was really timid, like because I came in here, I didn't speak a lot of English. I have to study ESL, right? English for second language. So I wasn't really have a thought of what I want to do. But however, I don't know about you guys, but I always wanted it a life where I have a lot of time with my family and with my mom, because growing up in Vietnam, my mom, she raised me a single mom, but I never have to ask. I mean, like I have everything that I asked for. We have a living nanny with us, so that we but we're just above average a little bit, so that I can have everything that I want. However, she had to work really long hour, like in the morning until night. I don't have a lot of time with her. I have a lot of time with the nanny, right? So, but grown up, I don't know about you guys here, but I see my family member coming here to the US for like 20 years. But she has she has 3 kids, and in the morning she worked from 9 to 10 p.m. working at a nail salon. With 3 kids, by the time she going to work, her kid is already in school, and by the time she come home, they're already sleeping. How many of us we see life like that nowadays? Everywhere. Maybe we are one of them, right? So for me, money was never a motivation. I want money, not that, I don't like money. I want money, but I never know why money is so important, that, what can I do that I have money and time, but I did not know what to do. Right. I was like, okay, in Vietnam, the life is very calm. You drink coffee before work, but here everybody rushing. So what am I going to do here coming in the US? No English. Right. And wanting to have a life like that, I was really, really, lost in life. And of course, everybody asks you the question, what do you want to do for your life? Do you see that? You meet those questions a lot, right? But have anybody asked you how you want to live your life? We don't really see that. Any of your family ask you like, oh, how you want to live your life? They never. I mean, at least for me, they always ask me, what do you want to do? If you say, oh, I want to be a doctor, they say, good job. Or if you say you want to be a singer, or you want to be something else that not like IT, that not doctor, they'll put it down a lot of time, right? Like, what do you do with that? Like most of the time, if in Vietnamese culture, right, if you say that you want to be an artist, like drawing something, they say, how are you going to make the money? If you love, like if your passion is like hobby is drawing, and because my grown up, I have my hobby, I wouldn't call it passion. My hobby is, doing anything with artwork, like knitting or drawing something, or like cooking and stuff like that. But those things like drawing and handmade stuff don't make you a lot of money, right? So my mom told me, well, why don't you become a accounting? I say, Mom, number know me, but I don't know number. I can't even count my own money without anybody interrupting. Like if I'm counting my money and somebody asking me something, right? And my dad told me, well, why don't you become a doctor? I say, forget about it. I'm scared of blood and I don't like school. It's not bad, like, school is not bad and everything, but it's just not for me. Because I learned, the way I learn is that, I learn by interactive, talking to people, and, like a little bit of self-taught too. I don't like anything with like a set of instructions where I have to sit and focus. Any of you like that? Right? I cannot do that. I would have the attention for 10 minutes in the beginning, and then I lose it from there. Right? And so it's for me, I was like, so what I'm gonna do? Going to school, going to high school, you're right. I learned a little bit of English, but going to high school, that is when my life changed. Because one of my friend, how I got to know the business opportunity, it's just like, few of you here having somebody reach out to present you the business opportunity. But for me, it was one of my friend who I told him, best guy friend, I told him all the time, I don't know what to do. Because for me, I was scared even to go to work in McDonald's. I was scared. Like, when you're 16, 18, you work in McDonald's or something part-time, I was scared. I was like, I don't speak English. So if I go there, I took the wrong order, they're going to fire me. They're going to yell at me, And I told him all the time, like, okay, for Asians, Vietnamese, we are very big on the work that we do a lot is nail salon. Right. But for me, I was like, okay, so much drama in the workplace, I don't want to be there. Even though I love art, I love nails and everything. Actually, right now, I still part-time in nail, but because I just love the work of, doing nails and stuff. But I just work part-time, like maybe 2-3 days a week, or sometimes I'm on call, but just with a client that I've been working with. So, they was like, I don't want to be there forever and stuff like that. So basically anything come in my mind that I have to work for someone, I did not want to. Right. So I told him, I don't want to be working for someone forever, but however, I don't know what to do. Think about owning a business. No, thank you. Because too much headache. But I didn't know what is called traditional business. right? Traditional business that's where you have like what, infrastructure, restaurant, a nail salon, a hair salon, whatever, like a small business. But I was like, no, 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 that's not what I want, because it's too much headache. I rather go to, do something where I'm done, get the money, and then go home and spend time with my family. Because I don't know what is your guy dreams and goal or value, but for me, quality time with family is what I was looking for. I wanted a time for my mom, to take her around the world traveling. And in the future, when I have kids, I can be a full-time mom, but without missing the income. I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom and relies on one sources of income from my husband. And then all the thing, when they say, oh, go travel because now you're still single, when you have kids, all of that. But have you thought of why? Why can't I do it anymore? But because a lot of people is like the money, right? The money, if you just working for 9 to 5 is not bad, right? It put food on the table. But if you want, a life where you can enjoy freedom, 9 to 5 doesn't cut it. Because if I want right now, if I think enough, going to work for someone and not having no choice in finance, then I would have to go to work, right? And the money I make for hour is only so much, and it's only so long that I can ask for a raise. And I cannot ask for like $5-10 raise, right? So I have to be like, okay, if right now I want to go travel 2 week or like a month to Vietnam, I have to ask my boss. But if they say no, you cannot go, then I have to stay, right? And a year, I only able to take 1 month. So where else can I go? Right? But for me, I love traveling. I love to go to Japan and all of that. So when can I get that? Any of you like traveling? Right? If let you travel, Jenny, where would you go?
Usually we go to like the Caribbean, like Mexico, but I would love to travel to like Japan or Korea soon.
Right, I love it
Mhm.
too, right? And I was
Mhm.
thinking, I love travel, but if I'm just doing like this, when am I gonna be able to travel? Because and I want to go back to Vietnam to visit my family too. So if a year I take 1 month to Vietnam, then it's gone, like forever, the whole life just going to Vietnam and go back, nowhere else to go, right? I don't have time to go anywhere. And then how about money, right? If you have if think about it, when people go to travel, they have to have a budget. But before you go travel, you have to have the money to pay for, if you go for a month like us, right? We have to have the money in the bank to pay for the rent for the month that you're not here, and the money that you're going to use for you travel and all of that. So, and the money that already, right? So that's why I was like, okay, so where can I get a life? And I always know that, for my future, if I'm only coming here and to work 9 to 5, then I'd rather be in Vietnam. So my mom would make more money there, right? Be all self-employed and make all kind of money because she speak the language and all of that. And she had to sacrifice everything for me to be here for better education, better opportunity, then I better take something. Right. But because my friend know that he know I want a lifestyle, not just working, but I didn't know how. He was able to, he was at that time he was got connected to a team of entrepreneur and get to, that whoever you see it now, they are the gate to, the coach and the mentor you're gonna be able to work with. And that was for me. He connect me to my my coach and mentor right now, that teaching me that, they're working with me on how to build a business network, or building a business system where it can give me all the dreams and goal, all the, they call financially independence, all the passive income that I can accomplish my dream and goal. So right now I'm not like, yet so-called like financially independent. However, I have choices in my finance. So it's better when you have, like, Savannah, is it better right now you're going to school, but imagine one day you finish school, you go to work, right? And one day you wake up and you feel like, I'm not feeling work, I'm not feeling like I want to go to work, let me just call it off. Is it better that you're able to do that? As I know, if I'm not going to work today, I'm not having enough to make my mortgage payment. Which one would you choose?
I would just having to get up to pay for my mortgage.
So in terms of like, you know, when you tired, but you don't have to go to work because you know that you have different sources of income. Let me clarify that. You know that your mortgage is already being paid by different sources of income, or you have to go to work because that is the only sources of income you have. Do you still choose to work, or you can call it a day?
I would still choose to work because I don't know for certain if that plan would continue on in the future and if any factors could continue that line or if it could bring that down and make me eventually have to pay that mortgage and everything, even if currently those are paid off right now. So I would still continue to work because I don't know if that plan would be the only plan I could take for life if I don't have any extras.
Have you ever learned the concept called passive income?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay, so that's fair for you to have the agree with that. It's fine. How about Jenny? You want to have choices, or be like, okay, I'm okay with working?
I think since I work part-time and sometimes I feel too sick to go in, or I don't want to make myself go in even when I'm not feeling the best. So I would choose to stay home and be able to just relax or recover, but also having that confidence or stability that there's something coming in, like passive income, like you said.
Exactly. Right. So that's what so that's what I'm talking about. Right. I wish I can be good like Jenny, like Savannah, just get up and go to work. Right. But for me, I like to have the choice. So if I don't wanna, that's what I do sometimes. Like if I don't feel like going to work, I can call my boss and say, today I don't feel well, I'm not working today, and they'll be okay, because I know that I have a different priority and I have a business that it can give me the financial choices for me to stay home and not having to go to work. I love working in the nails, like in the nail industry. However, because I know that you guys are not in the industry, but we get paid by commission. We don't get paid by hour. I don't know about Texas, I don't know about California, but we get in Virginia, we get paid by commission. So if I sit there 10 hours a day with no customer, which means I don't get paid. Right? But if I don't get paid, if you don't get paid for 10 hours, you been there, it doesn't matter how much you love the job. Are you going to be like, okay, we're sitting there and do nothing? Right? Or have to waiting for a customer to come and work on them, give them a service so that they can get the money from the boss. I don't want that, right? So when I go to school, right, my friend, when I was able to go through the process, learn more about a business opportunity, what is it, what do you do, and all of that. And when I go through all of that, I have to earn the right, to be able for my coach and mentor to take me under their wings so they can teach me what to do and all of that. I didn't know what they do, but however, I like the lifestyle. Right? I like the lifestyle where they got financially independence, but not just that, they're willing to teach me. We know a lot of rich people out there, but can they teach you? Are they willing to sit down and teach you? Right? That's the question. So when I was able to get the opportunity, working with them, long story short, I got to where I am right now, finished school. I had, like a background, like you see, hospitality management. And just work part-time in the nail salon. But because of we're working with one of the very good cosmetic, skincare line. So I was able to incorporate that and have my own home spas, so that I can work with other facial and all of that with my own schedule. And that's a little bit background about me. But today I'm going to share a little bit of, the business concept and all of that. So you can see if this is something that, you can do, or, you want to further pursue to learn more about it. But of course, you have to work with the person who invited you here, because there will be a lot of questions and material. You will need to sit down with them to clear out and everything. If you confuse all about a number, don't worry. If you confuse a number, if you're a math person and you want to know exactly all the number, get back to them, or they're gonna give you the material so you can do a homework for yourself. Because I'm a concept person, so I will tell you a lot about concept. But the number, you can do a homework, or they will work with you on the number and all of that, okay? Share the screen with a slideshow, okay. Now you see, everybody see the slideshow, right? We prepare a slideshow for you, okay? So next slide, please. Okay, so I guess a lot of, I believe that a lot of you here today, you already met a few times with the person who invited you, right? They give you the books and all of that to read and build your knowledge. So this is a few reasons why we don't just say, hey, Maya, if you like business, let's do business together, right? Why do we have to put you through a selection process so that you can be here today and a few more meetings before you earn the offer for the partnership, right? So first of all, it's a mutual trust and transparency, credential versus character. Maya have gone through a meeting with the, right? Has they ever asked you for, your resume?
No.
Do you know why?
Because maybe it's more important for her to meet me face to face and talk to me.
That is one, but it's also, we don't ask for your resume because resume doesn't tell us your character, right? It just tells us what you learned, what you did, but that doesn't tell us what you're willing to do and what is your dream and goal and all of that. Because this is not a job, opportunity. It's a business partnership opportunity. So when we're talking about partner, I cannot say meet you at the first time and say, hey Maya, let's go to watch a movie. Are you gonna ask me who are you or what movie are we gonna watch? It's gonna be who are you, right? You can't just go on a, a date with some guy just meet you for the first time, right? So it's the partnership that we need to be built with the trust and transparency. And the second, we need to know who you are as a person and what is your dream, and can we work together if we are on the same page, right? And the second is education, right? Fact versus opinion. Iris, can you share with me if you understand what is the fact versus opinion? What's the difference?
Yeah, so opinions are like people's viewpoint and perspective on things in life, which aren't always accurate, and it comes from people's experience and just overall, it's not like from an objective point of view. And facts are things that are more that you should be able to trust easier because those are things that are credible and things that is like sources that actually have like the research and the knowledge that back up those facts.
Exactly. Thank you for sharing. So yeah, fact is thing that, credible, right? Resources that you can rely on. Would you call something you search on Wikipedia is fact or opinion? Iris, if you can help me with that.
Yeah. Definitely opinion, because Wikipedia is a database that can be accessed by like anybody.
Exactly. Thank you. Right. Because a lot of time for us, when we're looking about research, we only go to what? Some of us, we mean like, some of us, we went to Wikipedia, we search on whatever, subject, and then negative or positive, whatever we're reading, we trust on that. We think, oh, Google is online, it's internet. They know what they're talking about. It's not, right? Even when we go to school, they're not recommending you to go to Wikipedia. It's not a fact-based, or it's not a credible sources. So we need to educate you so that you can understand what is fact versus opinion. Okay. And then build a case for yourself, right? Integrity and accountability, people before profit, and level of ambitions and decision process. For you with the person who working with you and them working together, so you can build a case for yourself. instead of, out of so many people, why should they decide to work with you? What do you have to bring on the table so that they can put the time and effort to work with you, to help you to get to your, success or dreams and goal, right? And the next thing is why you want to do, something else besides school and, work and whatever it is. Because this why for me is very important. And even after today meeting, I really want you guys to, you already at home, but, sit down to think about why would you do something else? Why would you want to take on an opportunity besides school and work, right? Because for me, I believe that the why is a destination. What is your ultimate goal in life, right? Because right now, Jenny, if you want to go to where you told me that you want to go to, one of the places you want to go would be Japan, right? But how about, are you a car person? Do
A
you
car.
like car? Yeah, do you like car and stuff like that? Like fast car or like, luxury car and stuff?
No, I don't really take that big of an interest in it, but I do like them.
But how about, I give you Lamborghini, fast car, right? Lamborghini, right?
Mhm.
Can you take Lamborghini to go to Japan?
No.
It's fast car. It's really good. Everybody, a lot of people dream car, right? But you cannot go to Japan. Doesn't matter how fast it is. But how about what would be the fastest vehicle for you to go to Japan?
Probably a plane.
A plane, right? But a 13-hour flight. It's long flight. You might not enjoy it. The seat is not that comfortable like Lamborghini, but it's the only way for you to get there fast, right? You want to get there in 13 hours, or you're going to take the Lamborghini and never get there, right? So for me, the why is like the final destination, why you want to do it, right? Because anything you do in life, whether you are a doctor, lawyer, whatever, it's only a vehicle. You have to know your destination. Because if you don't know your destinations, whatever I'm talking about or whatever anybody giving you any opportunity, it doesn't make sense. It's like, why would you go by plan? Because right now, if you only want to go to school, you don't need a plan. So if I'm telling you all about the plans, you're not going to be interested. But if I told you about Lamborghini, then yeah, cool. It's fast. I can get to my school faster. People are going to be like, wow, right? So the why is very important. It's always about a why. Okay. And can I have a next slide, please? Okay. So the agenda, 4 ways of making money, assets development, business plan, business training, and compensation structure. So this is the compensation structure. This is where you will have to sit back with a person who invited you to work out a number if if you're confused or not that. Okay. The next one, please. Okay. So Savannah, did you recognize these 4 quadrants, the income generator?
Yes.
Where did you see it?
Pardon?
Where did you see this income generator before this?
I seen it when I was talking to Charlene about it, and we were talking about where did we see ourselves and which one would we see if we were an employee, self-employed, an investor, and a business owner.
You also did you read the business of the 21st century?
Yes.
Right. So this is in the difference between employee, self-employed versus business owner and investor.
Yes.
Right. What is a common denominator here? The employee and self-employed.
That the common denominator that they have is that they both work under a person. With employee, they work under a boss, even if they are a boss, they're still under themselves because they are managing everything. Same thing with an employee, where they manage everything, but they manage a certain department of where they're focused on. Well, self-employed, they're focused on everything because they're the boss.
So it's partially right, and thank you for your sharing. But the common denominator I was looking at here is no leverage, right? No leverage. Why do I say that? Because like earlier, Savannah say, employee, you working for somebody else, 9 to 5 or whatever hour it is. And when you, the moment you stop working, that's going to be the moment you stop making money. You have to trading time for money, right? Same thing with self-employed. Even if you are a boss of certain business, but if you are not there, the business are not the same. And you know, you thinking, oh my God, most people want to open their own business because they don't want to work under somebody else, instructions, and want to have their own time, flexible time they call. But they didn't know that they have to be the one who come the earliest in the store to open and the latest getting home after cleaning the store. Very, very, very common things, right? So whoever told me that, hey, you should open a nail salon, I say, no, thank you. Right? No, thank you. Too much headache and not much money, right? So no leverage. I cannot travel anywhere. I cannot go anywhere for a long time because when I'm traveling, my business is not the same without me. So the common things on the left side here is no leverage, active income they call, right? Trading time for the money. But the right side here, then the common denominator is leverage, where you leverage a network or money to make more money, right? It's passive income. Business owner versus investor. When I was looking at business owner, I was like, oh, what's the difference, right? The difference is because this one is a larger scale than just a small business. This is involved more than just you as an owner. There are a share. There are, people that co-owner or people, that's a business system, business concept like franchising and network marketing and all of that, where you are partnership with other people. You're not just have employee and you are the best one. You cannot duplicate, but this where is duplicatable and scalability. If you read the business of the 21st century, you probably read that part, right? And then when I talk to my mentor, I say, well, right now there are so many people want to become investor. Why should they pick business owner versus investor? And he told me, well, nowadays, yes, there are a lot of people become investor. There are so many things. There are cryptocurrency, there are stock and all of that. But he told me, do you have like $100,000 spare to, if you lose it, your life not gonna be in jeopardized? And I was like, no, I'm a student at the time. How can I have that much money? And he said, yeah, it takes money to play with money. If you don't have that much money, don't worry about investing because you would be risking and gambling. And I do see it happen a lot in my own family, right? They buy like whatever it is. I don't want to name it, but 5,000 is all gone. Is it easy as a student to have saving 5,000? It's not, right? Even when you go to work, I see people working for like 20 years. They don't even have 10,000 in saving. It's sad, but it's truth, right? So I was like, okay, forget about it, right? So business owner, leveraging a business system, that's where I can focus on as a student and, as, young person, that way I can get in and where to start. And then when I have so much money, passively going on, then I can look in at investing, right? Okay, next one, please. And now this is where we're talking about business, right? We're talking about concept because nowadays, they call industrial age model and there are information age model. Looking at here, making a living versus making a life, right? So making a living for us, every day we're going to work, to make money, but the money we make, we have to go somewhere, or the mainly the money you make is the you're gonna use it to buy or to buy whatever you need to better your life, maybe like clothing, essential need like food, gas, and mortgage and all of that, right? But in here, they're talking about employer assets as your job. In the morning you go to work to make the money, trading the time to make the money. When you go home, weekends, cooking, go to the grocery store, buying things online. Whatever you do right there is you go to somewhere else to buy, to use that money to get your needs meet, right? So basically here making a living where in the morning you go, you build somebody employer asset, at night you go to build somebody else asset. Basically you have nothing for you, right? But how about now we're making a life instead of going to other people's store, using the product. It's very common when you use something, right? Let's say when you wear something nice, you go out and you share with other people all the time. But when you go and you share, you don't make any money. But did you realize that? I forgot who gone to school for marketing or advertisement. Maya, is that you or Savannah or somebody shared with me that earlier you go to
Oh,
school?
yeah. I'm not in school right now for
Oh.
advertising, but I plan to major.
Okay, you plan to major, but isn't it like marketing field and things like that in business? There's like a big chunk of money in there, right? Marketing and everything, right? So now we have a different concept where, like instead of, you go out, you buy whatever it is from the store. Now we have a different concept where we help you to have to partner with a manufacturer where it produces the product that you need, all the essential need, right? So now instead of going out, you go to your own business, because when you have a contract with them, you're gonna be in partner with them. What it is you're gonna eliminate the middleman, right? There are a given platform for you to be in business for yourself. So when whatever you use or whatever you love, you can go and share with other people. And when you go and share with other people, you make money for yourself because you have profit sharing. Is that making sense? Right? So that is a change of model, information age model, because nowadays we just do free advertisement all the time, right? With your people, with your friend, when you go eat somewhere, you say, hey, there's a really good, new Thai restaurant in town. Let's go check it out, right? You're building somebody else's business for them, but nothing's yours. But what if that restaurant is yours? Then you're gonna be the one who making money, right? But it's too much money to open a Thai restaurant or whatever restaurant right now, right? So we can do it online, partnering with manufacturers, so you can get all the cut of all the overhead, and then you can have an online store to make all the money from your word of mouth. Okay, can I have a next one, please? Okay, so these are a few product line that exclusively that we're working with, right? So first of all, nowadays everybody they're very health conscious, eating green, taking supplement or Nutrilite Organic. It is the world #1 selling vitamin and dietary supplement brand. So it's the first and only global vitamin and dietary supplement brand as USDA, non-GMO, NSF certified organic product line, where they roll, harvest, and process on their very own certified organic farm. So it's from the to the tablet is everything is verified and certified, and it's all organic and fresh and all that. And the second line is the XS Energy, right? The first exclusively sugar-free energy drink brand sold globally. The other one is the XS Sport Nutrition for the people who play sport. The Body Key is a healthy weight management bar and shake, right? The next one, please. Okay, Artistry is the world only beauty brand collaborating brand. The G&H is the body line care brand. Glister is the oral care, like toothpaste, toothbrush, mouthwash, all of that. And Satnic is the hair care product, right? And then the next one is Amway Home, is the like all the cleaning product that biodegradable. eSpring is the water filtration system, and Atmosphere Sky is the air purifier. Like you can see, I have one at home. And iCook is the pot and pan ware, like kitchenware. Any of these brand and all these products, anybody have see the brand or use the line of product, even though if not the brand, but use the line of product? Jenny? I'm sure, all the brand or all the line of product that I list here is something you use every day, like toothpaste, right? So for the toothpaste, for the clister, right? So for example, like have you ever see like or talking to the person who invited you, have you ever seen the clister like toothpaste or anything? Not yet. But Clister is our oral brand, right? It's like a toothpaste brand. Right now at home, what are you using? Like Colgate or X brand, whatever? For toothpaste?
I'm pretty sure it's called Tom's toothpaste. I think that's the brand.
Okay. But do you get paid with Tom's?
No.
Do they ever say, okay, you've been using Tom's for, the past whatever, you are really good customer, can I give you some money back? Do they ever say that?
No.
No. But right now, if I say, if you are in business with us, right? If you use Clister, how about you get paid? Are you willing to change the brand? Good
if
product.
I get paid for that one?
Yeah, if you get paid or you get cash back, and it's good product, it's high quality product. It's not like something we import.
Okay. Then yes, I would.
Yes, right? Common sense. For me, I was like, if I change the brand and I get paid, sure, why not, right? Okay, but how are we gonna do that, right? Next slide, please. Oh, beside that, with other exclusive brand, right? We have a special offer and discount from this company. Do you recognize any of this company, Jenny?
Yes, a lot of them.
A lot of them, right? So when I first looking at this slide, I was like, for the whole time, I don't know what you're talking about. For the first time when I'm sitting like you, I was like, for the whole time, I don't understand what you're talking about. The brand, I never see it. But when I see this slide, when they partner with this big company, I know for sure this is something legit. I might not know what is it, but this must be legit, because otherwise they won't be partner. Because don't you think Apple have more lawyer than you spend all the time to research? Right? When I see that, I was like, oh my God, Apple, like Bank of America, what is that? Right? I was like, okay, I don't know what they do, but it must be legit. Let me learn and see what they do. Right? Next one, please. Okay, this is a company where we partner with as a manufacturer, where it provide us all the product and the commercial plans. Have you ever, heard of Amway, Jenny or Maya or Savannah, Iris? Have you ever seen this? No?
Yeah, my brother did Amway.
Okay, your brother. Is it your brother is that you get to know Amway just by him doing business, or have you ever used any product?
I knew from him.
You know it from him. Okay, you should experience product. It's awesome. Okay, but when you since you already admit, can you read me what is the slide? What is the orange box say?
8.9 billion in 2021 global sales.
Okay, yeah, right, 8.9 billion. And how about Iris? Can you read me the green box, big box right here? Whatever is like green, yellow.
63.8 billion in bonuses and incentives paid since 1959, more than any other direct sales company in history.
Okay, and can you, Jenny? Can you read me the blue one?
It says 180-day customer satisfaction guarantee.
Okay, and Savannah, can you read me the red one?
43 Forbes in 2021 America's largest private companies.
Okay, and I'll read the last one, right? It's 900 plus patents. For any of you who in science, patents, you know what patent is, right? Jenny and Iris, you know what is patents? It's like in my own term of language to make it easier, it's like a formula to make a certain product that been approved by, you know, the I forgot what is that name, what is it called for the organizations like the government and stuff like that, right? Like in science, because there are so many, you know, there are so many time I see behind the product label, you read, they say patents pending, which mean what the way they make the product, they didn't yet get approved, but you know, they already able to sell and stuff like that. I don't know why, but this is 900 plus patents, you know, which mean they own the patents. And to get one patent is not easy and it's not fast. It's not cheap to get them, but they have 900 plus. So which means the product, whatever they, you know, all the line that you see is really high and quality product. Plus, you know, they have 180 days customer satisfaction guarantee, which means if you use the product 6 months, 180 days is 6 months, right? If you don't like the product for whatever reason, they return your money back. Have you ever go anywhere and have that kind of satisfaction guarantee? The last time I know, maybe Bloomingdale or Nordstrom does like 90 days, but some of their stuff you have to be not yet used, right? You cannot use the whole thing and say, hey, I don't like it, give me money back, right? But also when I see all of these in the box that you read, this is the fact about the company that we partner with, right? And can I have the next slide, please? And why do one direct selling business in the world 8 consecutive years in a row, right? And diverse product selections. You can see we have all kind of product line that serve your need. The next one is operation in all 50 states and over 100 countries and territories. And I have business in Vietnam too, because they have the market there. And then business owner representation through the IBOAI. The IBOAI it stands for Independent Business Owner Association International and stuff. It's like for like a union where, you know, you have voice with the company. You don't just work for them as employee, right? But we're gonna play a video to give you a little bit more information what is Amway and stuff like that, right? Can I please have the text share the video, please? Thank you. And can I have a next slide? So Amway is great and all of that, a convenient way of making income and all of that. They have a compensation structure that approved by the Federal Commission Trade and all of that. But how do I know, or Jenny, how do Jenny would know how to run a business first off? Right? You might be like, okay, dabbling here and there, but you might not understand how, right? You can selling product here and there, but how can you make the business such a scalability that give you passive income and cash flow and all of that, right? Because beside partnering with Amway as one of the entity for products, we partner another one that another entities we partner with is BWW. Coaching and mentorship would train you and educate you how to leverage the business compensation plans to make it effective, legal, and that you can scale it, right? So BWW is a coaching and mentorship program. It's a mobile, they have mobile apps and web resources for you to learn from, and a business conference and streaming audio and video from your smartphone and everything. It's like you having a business class with a vehicle that you can apply on. But the business, the class that you go to is simply on your phone. And we do have like quarterly conference where you're gonna come, you're gonna have a network opportunity to meet people who, physically meeting people who successful. Because sometimes, you just see me through Zoom, you don't know me, you never see me before, so you'll be like, okay, I don't know if she's real, stuff like that, right? But conference is where we get a chance to network, shake hand, give a hug, and like have time together, right? And that is where I love the most, because it can be any vehicle that I have, but if I don't know how to do it, or if I don't have any mentor or coach to teach me how to do it, it would be hard. But if someone right now already done it successfully and willing to teach me, then I'm all for it. Because when I first came to the conference, of the business conference, I didn't know what I was doing. But I was looking at one of the speaker, and she was talking about, she was sharing about her lifestyle. And I was really impressed. I was like, wow, I don't know what these people are doing, but if this is the lifestyle she has and they're willing to teach me to get there, that is what I'm looking for. Because people around me, I don't see anybody who have the lifestyle so that I can call a mentor or a coach. Because a lot of us now, we go online, we see YouTube, a live coach, right? Sign up for a live coach. You don't know if that person filming, somebody's house. And if that person only 21 years old, first get a life, right? We're talking about life coach, right? We don't know. So these are the people who we know them person, and we know the success update that they have, and they're willing to teach us, right? Next one, please. Okay, so now this is what we do, right? So like I shared with you, one side we partner with Amway for product and fulfillment educations and business tool of that. Second is BWW as a business training, mentorship and coaching. But this is what we do, convert your buying power as you shop. Like I say, Jenny, if you do Tom, they don't pay you. Now you do Clister, they're gonna pay you, right? You're gonna get perks and cashback and all that. Because right now what we do is that we're gonna help you to have a contract with Amway for as a business owner, as a partner. You're not consumer, so whenever you shop, you're gonna have a benefit. You're gonna have like a save, like you will buy with a wholesale price. You don't buy as retail price, so you're gonna save money, right? But next one, if you love the product you use, you're gonna go and share it, right? When you go and share it, and if you're able to make a retail, you sell the product and stuff like that, and they will share the profit with you. So they're gonna pay you. So in a way, you use it, you're gonna make money, you're gonna save money, and you're gonna make money. And the third one is, if you really like to, you really like the way you're making money and do business with them right now, you can go and share that business opportunity with other people, like the person who shared with you, and then you can educate them of what you do so that they can do the same and they can make money. And the more people you educate, the more Amway will share profit with you. But this is how it's gonna work. Can I have the next slide, please? So this is the number where if you don't understand, don't worry. Go back to the person who invited you. They will work it out with you. Okay. So you can see it here. This is called performance bonus schedule. They have something called PV and BV. The reason they have this one is because, like you see earlier, they have the market in 50 plus country and over 100 territories. So the money is not the same. The currency is not the same from the US dollars versus, Vietnamese dollars, or like dong, or like Korean currency. So they have to make it a point judge. So it's easier to calculate. But PV is point value and BV is business volume. equivalent to amount of money, right? So equivalent as $3 is 1 point. If you, let's say, if a month, right, you using for your family, like spend on essential need, $300. If you go to, you know, Walmart or Costco or whatever retailer store outside, you spend the $300, you don't make any cash back. Or did I like, you know, go out the trend and you guys make cash back that I did not make it? Nobody get cash back, right? So if I spend the money in Amway for my business, I got 100 points. But that 100 points at the end of the month, it gives me 3% of business volume of cash back, right? So they have all the calculation right here. If, you know, if you use the product, you know, let's say you spend $300 in your business, and, you know, you use certain product that you love it, you go share with other people, and not just you use it, but you was able to sell a few product of another 50 point, because the math here, they show 150 point is equal to $450 worth of business revenue, right? So without the math, without the uplift, because they encourage you to move more product, that's how they share profit with you. They have all the VCS, is verified customer sales uplift with all the point and everything. All the calculations monthly, you would make $67.83 a month, estimately, right? 67.83, it doesn't sound a lot, right? Like you been talking for like the whole hour, show me how to make $70, right? This is just beginning, but it doesn't sound a lot. But, you know, right now, if you go to work and if your boss say, hey, you know, they just take off $70 for whatever reason from your check, are you going to go and ask them why? You would, right? For me, I would go and ask them, why is it, right? But if I have $70 extra, I would be happy, right? But this one, given that, you know, I didn't do anything major, I just, you know, changed my shopping habit. Instead of going outside, I go to my business and I share the product that I love with other people and develop 1 or 2 customer, and that I already make like $70 a month, right? And it can be more, it can be less, depending on your business structure and everything. For the math of it, this is what they show. And annually, you make an extra on top of whatever you're making from job, $814 a year, okay, not a month, a year. Can you ask for a raise of 800 a year at your job place? For the last time I checked, none of my friends or, you know, me personally was able to make this much of a raise in a year. Sadly, but that's the case. You know, the max we can make for a raise, like maybe $1 an hour and stuff like that, right? But 800 plus a year extra, very good, right? Just based on using product and share product, right? And the next one, please. So now, if making 800 was a little, you know, like good money, where you can just use the product and, you know, share with other people, develop a customer network, you were able to make that much. So now, Jenny, if any of your friends say, hey, I'm looking for a way to make extra income, are you going to show them this one too? Yeah, right. I would share them, right? Because, for example, if you share with other 6 of your friends, right? And this one, as you can see, whoever you share for the business opportunity is going to be in your network. It's going to be in your team. It's going to be in your business network, right? So this one now, instead of only you using the product and sharing the product, now you share with your friends. You have a team of 6 other people, including you, is 7 people. Do the same thing of what you do. If you're able to teach them what to do, you know, and they earn whatever they earn, like you did last month, now, you know, Amway say, hey, you know, I see that you was able to share the business opportunity with other people. How about I give you an extra, or, you know, I give you as a team right now, your business volume moving up. Instead of 3%, only you, now you move up to 12% of the accumulation of the whole team. Of, you know, they also using the product. They also share with their customer, because they know people that you don't know about. right? So as the business network expand now, instead of making, backtrack earlier, so with the people who you show, they will get paid for their effort and work, and pay, amount pay out minus whatever they get paid for. This is what you earn with your personal business, because there are something called personal volume and group volume. And again, I know it's confusing, but don't worry about that. Get back, and they'll teach you more about it. But including you, whatever you do, and your whole team volume, now monthly income you make around $330, 330 plus 0.33 cent. Now instead of what like $70 a month, now it's moved to 300 plus. Is now 300 plus a month can be a good addition, Maya? It will be good. Maybe your car payment, right? You don't have to worry about your car payment anymore. And annually you're making about 3,000 plus. And this one annually is very good, right? On top of whatever you're making, because you didn't have to quit your job, right? You didn't have to quit your job. You didn't have to quit your school. Just simply using the product, share the product, and share the opportunity with other people. And there are also additional incentive that, they paid out. Okay, and next one, please. So as your network grow, because your team member, they know somebody that you don't know, and they like the business opportunity just like you, so they're gonna go out there and share with other people. So now instead of 12%, 1,000 point, your whole business team going up to 4,000 point, of 21%, right? So now again, they get paid for their effort. You get paid for your effort plus your I call leverage of leadership and all of that. So now you get paid, instead of whatever 300 plus, now you make about $1,423.83. Now 1,400 a month. Is it good money now, Iris? Right? On top of whatever you making, again, you didn't have to quit your school, quit your job. Your network just grow, because people just love share what they love, right? And they get paid for their part. You get paid for your part. So it's a fair game, right? And annually, you're making about 17,000 plus. Oh, for me, this is another job. If I want to make this money, I have to add in more hour or another job that I'm working, maybe driving like Uber at night or something like that, right? But other additional incentive is add on too. And then the next one, please. And now, the top of the scale is 25%, which means 7,500 point a month, right? So this one now is going to be expand. And to the math is the total group of people is going to be about 61 IBO, independent business owner member in your team, right? You are working together, your business network grow and everything. Now, instead of 1,000 something, now you make 2,000 plus. This one, I could replace my income already, or like, half of the month, I don't have to go to work, right? I can use the time to do something else, or maybe it can totally pay my ticket back to Vietnam or ticket to Japan, maybe not first class, but don't have to worry about the money ticket, right? And annually, I'm making about $34,150 a year. Right? This is not include other additional incentive payout that they're having right now. So 34,000 is like, it could replace somebody else the whole year income, right? But this one, again, you teach them to do what you do. They get paid for their work and effort. You get paid for your work and effort. So you don't take nobody money. Okay, and they do have a calculation for that, for more details, breakdown and stuff like that. The next one, please. So now, once let's say right now, Jenny, let's in the middle, right? And if I help Jenny or to reach the top of the bonus scale for 6 months, keep it straight consistently for 6 months, you would call a platinum. And if you keep it for 12 months as a big network of business, people who do business with you, it's called Q12. If you keep for 12 months, 7,500 points. Every organization that I does that, I got 6% on top of whatever I'm making. So it's equivalent to, let's say, if I able to help Jenny making 3,000 earlier, 3,000 plus a month, Amway pay me 6% of that, equivalent to $1,350 per month per business. But Jenny, you keep your 3,000. I don't take any of your 3,000. I just get paid more, right? But if I teach Jenny once, everything technical, what to do and all of that, I don't have to go back and teach you all over again, right? So once I teach you, I got 6%. Now I can use that time to teach Maya, Savannah, Iris, and all the other people. Each of them, I got 6%. The leadership bonus payment, right? Because they say, hey, thank you for helping them to making money and successfully sustain their business. This is your bonus, right? On top of whatever I'm making 6%. But this one, next slide, please. So this one now, right? Earlier I say if I help Jenny to make, become like a platinum, I make 6%. But now Jenny say, I know a lot of other people who want to be in business for themselves, who want to make money. So now Jenny go work with other people. And now if Jenny help 12 level, each of them you make 6%. So now for me, I only make 1 time 6%, but for Jenny, you make 3 times 6%, right? So even though I came before you, I teach you how to do it, but I'm so lazy and I stop with teaching you. I don't go teach other people. I only have 6% from you. But for you, you are more, ambitious. You love people. You help more people. Then if you help 3 people, you got 3 times 6%. Then automatically you make more money than me, even though I came before you and I teach you what to do, right? And now let's say this is Maya, right? Maya is even more ambitious and know more people. She teaches 6 different organizations. Each of them, she got 6%. So this time, instead of me getting 1, Jenny got 3 and Maya got 6 of them. 6 times 6%, that's a lot of money. And that's what we call founder diamond. If you help 3 organizations become, become Q12, you call founder emerald. But I only help 1 of you, I call founder platinum, right? And then in this chart, Maya, who do you think make the most money? C, exactly, right? So this, when we talking about this business model, it's called network marketing, right? And it's a approved model from Federal Commission Trade. So this one, when we look in the, when we first time see it, and when people don't have a good experience of opinion, sometimes we don't understand what we're seeing. Oh, is that this one, A on the top, does it look like A got the most money? But no. It's by performance bonus. So the people who work the most get the most money. It doesn't matter if I come first or, Jenny come first, but if Maya put the most work and help the most people, Maya get paid the most. Does that make sense? And just the business model as, use your product, share the product as develop a retail customer, and then help other people to build a business. Because with Amway, we are their business owner. If you want them to share profit with you, you have to bring them in revenue, right? So in order for them to share with you, right? So next one, please. And beside all the money and all that, they take you on it's called qualification trip, achiever trips. They take you to Orlando, Arizona, Hawaii, New Orleans, one of them for free, right? Yearly, if you achieve, like, let's say Q12 and above, they would take you to one of the trip every year, right? Can I have the next one, please? So this is what we're looking for as a partnership, because the people who we're looking for in the business is honoring the partnership, right? Desire to learn and grow. You might not understand everything, it's okay, but you have to be able to willing to learn and grow, right? Integrity and accountability. I'm assuming you know what is it, right? Fact-based decisions making, right? The person who invite yourself, so that one, whatever they give you, you will be able to get the fact out of it. And strong value and positive attitude, like, you know, and willingness to accept mentorship. I don't know wherever you are, maybe you are a doctor outside, but once you start in a new field and with people who already been there and done that, you have to be humble and let them teach you what they do, right? Next one, please. So this is the next step. Like I say, schedule a follow-up meeting with the person who invited you, because we only have 1 hour. Such I cannot share with you everything, and I cannot clear all the answer for you, right? Even though I would love to, but we don't have time to do that. The second is study and review the material they share with you, and then identify your value and goal. Again, why, right? Continue building a case for yourself so they can see that, you know, out of so many people they're putting through the process right now, why would they select Jenny or Maya or Savannah or Iris and put the time to work with you guys, right? So with that, next one, please. I think that's the last one. Yeah, so, you know, that is all I have to share for you today. I hope I didn't confuse you too much, but, you know, that is all I have to share. But thank you, the host, and I'll give it back to you right now.
Wow, thank you, Chimon, so much for sharing with us your phenomenal presentation for tonight. And thank you, the audience. You guys have been a lovely, you know, audience for today as well. And I really resonate life for yourself. You're, you know, don't just go through life. If you're not building an asset, you are yourself an asset for somebody else, right? And so for all the candidates going through the process, I think that was one of the biggest, you know, note to take away, right? And if you're wondering, you know, if we have other, you know, leaders in our industry that are going through that is already successful in our business besides Chi, right? Can I have all the BBI and leaders of the team? If you guys can go ahead and raise your hand virtually, and if I can have you come up and introduce yourself quickly now and where you're located. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Katie. I'm in SoCal right now, and then I have background in finance and accounting. So thank you, G, so much for amazing work plan.
Hello everyone, my name is Nia. My background is traditional business. I live in SoCal. Thank you so much for amazing board plan, G.
Wow.
Hello, my name is Kwan, and I'm based in San Jose. My background is accounting, and thank you, Chimon, for amazing board plan.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Mimi. I'm based on Houston, Texas. I have a background in business. Thank you, Chimon, for phenomenal speaker tonight.
Hello everyone, so my name is Quincy. I actually have background in computer science and located in Toronto right now. Thank you so much, G, for the amazing.
All right. Wow, that was amazing. Thank you for sharing. And next, we will have our upcoming platinums in qualifications and also our platinums. And if you guys don't know what platinums are, just you reach this level, it's 7500 PV, and you maintain it for 6 months, right? And this is the level where a few people are able to walk away from their jobs. And let me bring up Jeff and Stella.
Big Jeff.
Okay, thank you everyone. Hello, this is Jeff and Stella. Both of us met through the business and we're based out of San Jose. I originally was going to San Jose State studying electrical engineering. However, now I'm working in the leasing. I'm in property management and I'm building this business. Most of you guys are here. I was 19, didn't quite know what I wanted to do with my future, but I knew that the job market wasn't as secure as my parents kept telling me it was. You know, I think nowadays, especially if you're in the Bay Area or any kind of tech capital like San Diego, Seattle, or whatnot, there's a lot of them. You've heard a lot of stories. And I just wanted to dig the well before I was thirsty. I didn't know exactly what future I wanted, but I knew that the future is changing. And if I didn't do anything different than most of my peers, then there was a possibility that I would not be able to take care of my family. And grew up with certain aspirations and passions I wanted to pursue. However, I realized you can't really pursue it when you're working like 50 hours a week, you're deadbeat tired, and you try to go home and take care of your family on top of that. And so I just wanted more options. I wanted to live the life that I wanted to live. And so when I heard about the idea of having an asset to replace you and to leverage a business to create your income, it just made a lot of sense to me that if I want to truly live out the life to my own desires and to be able to have as many options as I want to have. And so in the beginning, I was a little bit skeptical. I was a little bit unsure, but a lot of the things I had doubts on was not about the business, but about myself. Because I knew that there were successful people, as you probably will see later on in here, as well as my mentor will be here. To drive a car, I was deathly afraid, but it's not the car's fault, but it was my ability to handle the car. And so why it's so important to grab on to the mentorship here is so that you can identify what's stopping you from succeeding. And those were the things that challenged people. And I realized there's nothing wrong with the business, although I had some questions I needed answered, but a lot of questions about myself and my own inability through the process. In the beginning, it's going to be rough, but that's how you know something's working, because the only way you know that you're growing is when you're facing new challenges. And so we welcome you to the process. Thank you so much, Chimon, for such an amazing presentation. And I'm going to pass it over to my girlfriend, Stella, real quick.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. This is Stella. I have a short message for you as well. So growing up in the environment, like just the family, was very poor. So I already know that I should have the responsible for the money, when it was very early. But thank you for this opportunity that allow me to know more the value, what is just, more expanded than just the money is time, So that's why that, okay, what I want in my life is not just about money, but about time as well. But job only give me money, And another thing is like, that's why I know, okay, I still have a lot of things I don't know out there, compared to the people already successful. So that's why that, hey, if you are the candidate in the process, do not use the own mindset to judge the new opportunity. I hope that you can continue in the process, collect more information and the material, and then you can have the logical decision at the end of the day. Thank you.
Wow.
Woo!
Thank you, Jeff and Stella, so much. Q12, Jessica as well. So platinums, you gotta maintain 700 PV for 6 months, right? But for Jessica, she did it in 12 months, and that's 1 year. And can I have you just to come up and share a few words?
Thank you so much, amazing host Susan, and thank you so much, Chimon, for the presentation tonight. My name is Jessica. I'm from LA, California. Currently, I am in Vancouver. When I started business, I was just college students, like some of you guys here. Didn't really understand the business and all those values that the business can bring to my life now. And learning and throughout the year, that's how I can realize that actually it's not just about the money that we need in life. But there's going to be the time that family going to need you, or there's going to be the time that we really want to travel around, but the job is just couldn't provide me that lifestyle. And since the beginning of the year until now, I have been making around 10 trips already. A couple of days ago I was in Seattle, and now I'm in Vancouver. Tomorrow I'm gonna fly back to California, and of course next week I'm gonna take my parents to Texas. And what's the beautiful life, right? Because back in the day when I was working full-time, and I just couldn't ask my boss for any vacation. The entire year I only have 2 weeks, and even when I have 2 weeks, but they just couldn't accept the month that I want to go travel. But because of the business and the mentorship program, especially, that really guide me and teach me how to really running successfully business, so that I can achieve the goal that I want in life. And for all of you guys as a candidate, I mean, tonight is just beginning, but make sure you're gonna ask the person who invited you for more, materials. Ask any question that you have, and hope you guys gonna stay long enough to really understand the values. Welcome on board. And with that, get back to the host.
Wow, thank you, Jessica, so much for sharing your amazing wisdom. And next, oh wow, you guys are ready for the next heavy hitter, right? Here we have, you guys are very blessed and very lucky to be here on our meeting today, right? And our team here, we are under the one and only couple mentorship, and that is Phil and Luna, right? And I know you guys are getting excited, and they reached this level called Founder Emeralds. And if for the new people, you guys are going through the process, Founder Emeralds, right? Do you see, remember Chimon share about the 3 circles? If you help 3 different organizations to reach platinum, that is what Founder Emeralds means. And this couple has not only been able to retire themselves, retire their parents, and also able to help many other young entrepreneurs to retire themselves. If you guys, anyone here are want to see, engineering, okay, there's a few people, right? How much money do they make? 6 figures? Pretty good money, yeah. And guess what? There's those 6 figures incomes, right? But they're active income. And do you know that there's many tech companies right now are laying off those people? Guess what? Our mentors are doing 6 figures, are earning 6-figure income, way more than that, and able to impact many lives without worries about money, right? And time. And here, if you guys go ahead and unmute yourself, get ready, and please help me welcome Phil and Luna onto stage.
Guys are wild. Thank you, Susan. Wow, what a talk! Can everybody giving Chimon a rousing applause? I loved it. What a presentation! I didn't know why she said she's not a professional public speaker. That was a really gem. That was a gem, and I loved it. I mean, when I was your age, I didn't do this. I couldn't be able to do what you do. I was on crafts, not that crafts, just playing soccer and running around and doing stupid things. But I really admire what you've done, and such a really good example of that's 5 to 7 years of financial freedom. That plan works because of you. So thank you for taking the time. I love your talk. Those of you guys, first time I saw Iris, Savannah, Maya, welcome guys. My name is Phil Lees. I know exactly how you felt, like a lot of sweating. I was there when I was 19, 20. I showed up here, just the college students. I went to school freshman, and we're just trying to go here, just to be here. Looking for, it comes over here for one reason, because you want success. So you want a better life, right? You want to better your future without knowing what that is. And I think when you're saying you're trying to make it, it's about wherever you come from. Everybody has a different way to define success. A lot of people are trying to talk about success and you don't even know what success is. Like if I'm going to talk to you about what is success, what is it? Everybody going to have a different definition. We all have it. And I think it all boils down to how your parents define it, your society, the environment, people you hang around, the 5 people you hang around the most. That's how you define success. In terms of marriage, in terms of belief, philosophy, politics, economy, relationship quality, making an impact or living a life of positivity, yours is different from mine. I'll give you an example. If I'm from Vietnam, those of you guys are eating fruit with a bare hand, for me, that is not enough hygiene. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. That's how I grew up. Where did I get that from? I got no idea. Probably something on the TV, something I heard, something. If I don't listen, I'm gonna get spanked. So I'm pretty sure everybody comes over here with one different definition of success, right? I talked to somebody last week. She said she's happy making 5-figure income because everybody's around her making 4-figure. So to her, that is wealthy, that is affluent, afford to work a day. And she felt pathetic to make 6-figure income because everybody is around her is making 7-figure income. So I guess we all come to this with a different perspective and how we saw it. So my question for you is, how do we know what should be the life of success? What's success that we should pursue? Because there's so variety of ways for you to define success. So, I mean, you go on Google and YouTube, and there's like a lot of virtual guru try to teach you how to get rich overnight. And then you go to school. There's a different ingredient to succeed. And when you're coming here tonight, the way that you judge a different concept, how you conceptualize this success is different from how I conceptualize it. So you're probably going to judge it, you define it, or you're looking at it from your personal perspective. You're going to say something like, I think it's so long to take 5 to 10 years to become financially free. Because in your definition of success, you've never really programmed for a long game. It's a 2 weeks paycheck. And so it's anything is longer than 2 weeks is long. But you never really questions what you have done for so long. Now, I'm not here to try to teach you anything. I'm just here to challenge your concept, challenge the way that you grew up. And so I came to the United States just like majority of you, and I was just trying to go to school. The way that I define success is getting a good grade, get a good job, settle, try to be in tech, because there's gonna be a lot of money in tech, and maybe a doctor. And as a man, you probably have to take a good care of your wife. Good chances she's not gonna be good at making money. So probably that's how you grew up. And as a father, you gotta take care of your kids 9 to 5. And so if anybody have ever told me about having 6 Saturday, 1 Sunday, to me, that's insane. Hashtag stupid. There's something wrong about you. You probably picked up ideas, your software went wrong, you're on drug or something like that. So when I heard of this concept, just like majority of you, so when I walked into this, I didn't know what I didn't know. And then until I came across this couple, makes your day sleeping, what I makes your year working my butt off. That was when my paradigm starts shifting. And I realized that there's something out there that this man and this couple knows that I don't. So I want to really find out. And since I talked to him for 2 to 3 minutes, I started questioning my entire life, and I realized that most people have made their belief intact, invincible, untouchable. Everything that comes from the society, the majority, that's in Bible. Girls have to play doll. Girls have to like pink. Saturday and Sunday have to be weekend. Monday cannot be. If you're not having a job, you're sitting at home, you're sleeping in, you're waking up at 3 p.m., you don't have a boss, apparently that's pathetic. But if you have a badge on your shirt, I mean, I heard earlier when Savannah, I think she talked about she loves to work. That's exactly how I was conditioned, that if I didn't have a job, I was going to be ridiculed. I was going to be bad talked. All of them all say one thing, like a cliche. I love my job. Who doesn't say that? So if you don't say you love your job, apparently you look like a fool, like a clown, So I start realizing that everything that we do every day, we have no clue why we do what we do. I started questioning a lot more about the why rather than the how and the what. I started realizing that I think the only way that you can measure your success is to looking at your parents and everybody around you. Don't look at what they say, look at their health, look at their emotional health, their mental health, their financial health, their bank account, how many trips that they've taken. And so when I start meeting this couple by the name of Ali and Maka, suddenly my reference points completely change. When I realized my parents only had 2. And then there's something that probably missing. And as soon as I'm diving deeper into this industry, my mentor told me one thing, that I didn't need you to have a talent, because it's not duplicatable. It's not duplicated. You cannot be taught. I don't need you to have a lot of money, because if, we were to looking for people that have a lot of money, we wouldn't go for students. He said, I only need you to the table, because it's like a parachute. It's not going to work without being open, because Albert Einstein said, you cannot solve a problem with the same thinking that creating that problem. And I realized that if the same thinking that I have had for 18, 20 years hadn't made my life so happy, then the same thinking, same mindset wouldn't be able to solve it. So I'm pretty sure when you walk away from this, you'll be very skeptical, because according to society, anything that minority does is wrong. And the majority does, it's the right thing. But strangely, everybody want to live life of minority, but they want to take advice and get validation and recognition from the majority. So as simple as that. So I start getting into this, getting myself educated, updated, because I had that financial literacy from traditional education. So when I walked into this, I was looking to get rich quick. I was looking to get a paycheck right off the back. I don't understand anything about investment. And I start saying things like, I don't have the time. I mean, if I, why did you have time for Netflix? Why did you have time for social media? Why do you have time for a date? And why do you have time for the gym? And apparently the things that you do that never matter to your life for the next 5 to 10, 20, 30 years, you have time for it. So when I walked into this, suddenly the way that I see things change. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So you start understanding that problem. Because when I met Chimon, she was 16, she had high school to go to, she got a job, and she could manage the business at the same time and the job. What's wrong with you? If she's a high school and she could be able to make this happen, then I think it's all comes out to the priority. Why this? Or things like, oh, I don't have the money to invest. If you're really sitting down and calculating all the money you have wasted on the things that you don't need, to buying it with the money you don't have for the past 18, 20 years, that was equivalent to a house in Texas or something that you can generate passive income. I mean, all the money you went to iPhone or what is that? The jewelry and shoes and all of that can build you a fortune. So suddenly I started learning a little bit more about investment, about time management. And I stopped saying things like, I love my job, I don't have the time, I don't have the money. I stopped saying things like, my mom didn't allow me to. Well, if your mom is financial geniuses, then why is she not a full-time mom? Why does she still selling her health? She's not a bad person, well-meaning person. But one thing I know, when you walk away from this here and your parents are going to stop you, because if they're not financially free, they're not a full-time mom, full-time dad, chances they're not part of the B quadrant. If they're not part of the B quadrant, they would not agree with us. And we're not looking for their agreement because we don't share the same bank account or lifestyle or, where we travel, and we don't give a hoot about what they're thinking. We're looking for people that are willing to change and reconceptualize the way that they see success. We're looking for people. Skepticism. If you don't have a skepticism, probably you're going to get fooled. The first person to get fooled in the 21st century. And a lot of people who you're saying things like, not for me, not my cup of tea. Don't think this is going to work out. Or, I mean, everybody's skeptical. If you look at the doc is skeptical about you too. You're skeptical about the doc. Everything's supposed to be skeptical. But the question is, are you willing to get yourself educated? Because when it comes to skepticism, there are two different separate definitions. You either being skeptical about the company or you're skeptical to succeed in a different playing field. So when I was looking at the company, it's apparently the way that it was described on bbb.org or Federal Trade Commission, people from the government that are going after fraudulent or deceptive or scam or activities. Apparently it looks ethical and moral, and it looks okay. And I've seen men and women that have been around for over 60 years, and a company that have been around for 60 years cannot be scammed. Maybe the Chinese people can do it, but not in America. And so when I'm looking at this and I feel like, okay, it makes sense, and I just have to consume certain products, I just have to talk to a few people. I've done the things the people here have done, and that didn't, buy me peanut or anything. So shop and shares and build a game plan. We have a program for people that are willing to listen and learn, and you can be financially independent from 5 to 10 years. And if you just keep your nose clean, don't fight, and don't listen to other people's advices, don't take advices from people that don't have a life where you want to be, then you can be successful. So I was just a good student. I started learning. And I realized I had nothing to lose, because if I really had something to lose, I wouldn't be here now. None of you guys wouldn't be here now if you have something to lose. The fact that you're being here and I told me one thing, that whatever your parents or your school, government, or education institute hasn't worked for you. That's why you're seeking out for more. Like, it's not like your parents have a plan for you saying, hey, you get out of school, I have a company, you could take over. None of that. That's why you're here. And so I hope I'm not going to just take over. I'm just not going to talk to you for another 30 minutes or something. But my message for you is be a little bit more patient, because creating wealth isn't something we're growing up with. Building a generational tied up income, or building something that outlasts ourselves, building something that's significant to our family and making a huge impact on others people, isn't just something that we can just learn through traditional education. And we have a completely different mindset stemming from our society is different. So I hope you can be a little bit more patient. I hope you're willing to give yourself a chance, because, you know, maybe this is the same apple that dropped under the head of Newton, or it's the same apple that Steve Jobs saw. It's the same apple. It's the same apple that you have seen. It's the same opportunity you're seeing tonight. Are you willing to give yourself a couple more times to just self-educate yourself about success? The same like how you saw a long time ago anymore. It's Uber's taking over traditional taxi, and jobs are being replaced, and human being is being replaced by artificial intelligence. It's no longer the same. That was like me 10 years ago. I was just skeptical, but I wasn't stupid. So I took my time to study my job, went full time into this. My mom, been a free mom, retired for about 6-7 years already. Today, Luna's not here because she going shopping somewhere, because while I'm working, that's really concept a perfect example. So she's been also free for over 4 years, and we have had a really high quality relationship under the mentorship of my mentors, Ali and Maka. So they model for us, what does that look like? Because to me, a good kid was someone that bring a degree, bring the meat, bring the food, bring the money to the table, allow the parents to be proud and give them money. But no one has ever taught me to be a full-time son, which is something that I've been proud of, to be a full-time son for the past 7 to 8 years. So if something today is for some reason getting over your head, that's okay. I'm still here for the next 20-30 years. I mean, when you're regretting that you're not taking this chance and you can still come back, I'm here. But if this makes sense for you tonight, I mean, well, game on. And I hope that you stay strong enough to survive our process, because it's going to be a tough one. You will need to make some time to teach yourself, educate yourself, read the book, listen to the audio, talk to the person. Well, we have a lot more to lose. You have a job to fall back on. We don't. So, I mean, hope you take this chance seriously, and we'll hopefully see you at the very next step. But once again, we're excited about what Chimon has to share about her journey in the next few minutes. She's going to have a absolutely remarkable journey. We're going through where she was, and this is the only time I've seen people sharing their story. I've never heard a doctor success story or engineer success story, but I've heard people who are platinum like Chimon sharing her story and willing to inspire, to teach me a lesson that no one else, that courses out there charging me $50,000 to $100,000 to learn a course of building wealth or investing on the internet, and there's nothing to be guaranteed. So we're excited about taking your time. That was one of the most powerful presentation I've ever heard. But to the candidates, stay qualified. Hope you make a good decision, because the decision you make either breaks you or make you. All right, so give it back to my awesome host, Susan.
Wow. Thank you so much, Phil, for sharing your amazing wisdom with us. And as you can see, right, there has been many struggles that Chimon and other leaders has been through to get to this point. And one of those things is switching the mindset, right? And to shifting your mindset from one being an employee to become a big business owner, it's not gonna be just overnight. It's gonna take time. And one of the event that Phil talked about that has helped definitely many people here to make this big decisions and to help us zoom out and look at the bigger picture of our business. And I cannot stress enough about this event, that's upcoming event. It's going to take place in Visalia. And this one is one of the major conference that we have that only happen, once every quarterly that Chimon shared. And one of these event, it definitely changed my life, right? And I know it's definitely changed a lot of many others' life here as well. And if your candidate is going through the process, I would say, do whatever it takes, clear up your calendar, see if, make it here. Man, it's gonna change a lot for you.
Country called United States of America, we have the equal right to become unequal because of the free enterprise system. You see, you cannot have economic freedom unless you have personal freedom, and you can't have personal freedom unless you have economic freedom. Now, everybody in here that, honest to God, believes the Amway opportunity is their best shot for overcoming their economic problems, on your feet a second. Let's see who it is.
Wow. All right. As you can see, right? Where else would you get to meet, shake hand and learn from many, multimillionaires couples like that, right? Normally, this probably won't happen. Like if it's like you want to go and meet, Bill Gates or Elon Musk, that's probably won't ever happen, right? But here we're building a system where, it's a win-win situation, right? And so people are willing to help you to, build up your dream and your goals, right? And it was one of these events that, I also learned to increase and build up my vision and dream for myself as well, right? And so I really hope you guys make the right decision for yourself if your candidate's going through the process, and you can ask more the processor about this event. And this is it for you guys, actually. And you guys have been lovely audience, and this is it for tonight. All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.